Alright, hello Drawing 1 students. This is just a quick demonstration to get you guys started on your new cast projects. So this is the source we're going to be using. Make sure that you print it out, decent quality for when you're going to be drawing from it. So it is a 14 by 17 piece of paper, which is the same as the Bristol board and the tracing paper that you already have, so you don't need to cut either of those down at all. And it has a 3-inch border on the inside, so the actual working space that you guys are going to be working with is only 8 by 11 inches. This is going to be fully rendered all the way to the border, so everything that is within this border space is going to be rendered using the technique that we have been using in class, which is veiling to create that smooth tone. So here's how to get started. Have these out right next to each other. If you've not watched the video that Mr. Dushannon made on how to create a makeshift studio, I would say go ahead and watch that. It has some good tips for you on how to set up a board, how to get yourself positioned so that you're working comfortably and things like that. So give that a watch and see if it can help you to create a space that is more conducive to the exercise you'll be working on in this case, which is the cast. So within that border, a good place to start is with the height. Since the height here is longer than the width, I would say put it about 1 inch from the top and about 1 inch from the bottom. Those are the first 2 points that you'll make. That is going to set up the size for all of the future points that you're going to put down on your paper. Everything has to then be in relation to those first 2 points. After that, you can do a little bit of measuring. For example, find out the width. So from the most to the left point, which is over here, to the most to the right point over here, and take that measurement and relate it to the height. For example, it fits in a little bit less than 2 times. So go over to your drawing, take a guess on what you think will be the same measurements. Here's my guess here, and I say here's 1, and it goes over. See, it goes a little bit over 2, but not quite enough, so I think that I need a little bit more space here. So a little bit further out, make sure that as you're going along, you erase your first guesses that you make, because you might confuse yourself. So here's 1, and then here's 2, and it goes over maybe by a little bit too much. So that's the process you'll be going through until you get a nicer measurement. After that, you can find a couple more points to help you create your envelope shape. So that's your first step, is height in relation to width. Your second step is going to be that envelope shape. So for example, a couple points that are important for when you're working on your envelope would be the thumb right here. You can draw a line from the thumb that goes all the way down to this middle finger, from this middle finger all the way back over to this point on the pinky finger, pinky back up to this knuckle back up to the end of the wrist. So you can have an envelope shape for both this outer shape of what this is and the outer shape of the hand. You don't necessarily have to, in your envelope shape, have lines that separate the fingers. What I would do would be maybe have lines that separate the different sections of the hand. For example, at this point, you can see this kind of arrow shape pointing down, from the fingers. Look for that arrow shape also with the knuckles. And then look at the arrow shape for these knuckles here too.